Do you want to know the single biggest mistake many seniors make when trying to keep their legs strong for walking? It has nothing to do with exercise. It's a deficiency in 3 critical vitamins that can dramatically impact your leg power and strength. Ignoring this could mean limiting your independence sooner than you think. Today, we're exploring a topic that I know is close to many of our hearts: keeping our legs strong and healthy so we can continue to enjoy our independence and those wonderful walks, whether it's around the neighborhood, in the garden, or even on a little adventure. And that's why I'm excited to share with you today the top 3 vitamins that can truly make a difference in strengthening your legs from the inside out, helping you walk further, with more confidence, and with more joy. If that sounds good to you, then stick around. We've got some really valuable information to unpack together. As we gracefully navigate these wonderful years, it's natural for our bodies to change. Sometimes, we might notice our leg muscles aren't quite as strong as they once were. Simple things like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, or enjoying a leisurely stroll can become a bit more challenging. And while gentle exercise like walking is fantastic for maintaining strength, sometimes our bodies need a little extra support. It's important to remember that this isn't necessarily an inevitable decline. There are proactive steps we can take to support our leg health, and nutrition plays a vital role. Think of it like this: our muscles and bones are the foundation for our mobility, and just like any good foundation, they need the right building blocks to stay strong and resilient. Now, I know you might be thinking, vitamins? Really? And the answer is a resounding yes. Certain vitamins are absolutely essential for muscle function, nerve health, and bone strength, all of which directly impact how strong our legs feel and how easily we can move. I've heard from so many of you about wanting natural ways to boost your leg power, and that's exactly what we're going to explore today. In this video, we're going to discuss 3 specific vitamins that are absolute powerhouses when it comes to supporting leg strength and your ability to walk comfortably. We'll talk about what each vitamin does, where you can find it in your everyday foods, and when a little extra through supplementation might be something to consider, always in consultation with your doctor, of course. So, are you ready to discover these 3 amazing vitamins that can help you keep those legs strong and those walking miles enjoyable? Let's get started. Let's kick things off with our first superhero vitamin for leg strength, vitamin D. Now, you might already know that vitamin D is crucial for strong bones, and that's absolutely true. It helps our bodies absorb calcium, which is essential for bone density. Think of calcium as the bricks that build strong bones, and vitamin D is the foreman on the construction site, making sure those bricks are laid properly. But what you might not realize is that vitamin D also plays a really important role in muscle function. It helps our muscles contract and relax properly, which is vital for every step we take, from a gentle stroll in the garden to climbing those stairs to visit a friend. Studies have shown that low levels of vitamin D are often linked to muscle weakness, especially in older adults. This can manifest as feeling unsteady on your feet, having difficulty getting up from a seated position, that feeling of your legs just not wanting to cooperate, or simply noticing that your legs tire more easily during walks, almost like they're carrying extra weight. Think of it like this: if your muscles don't have enough vitamin D, they're not working at their full potential, like an engine trying to run on low fuel. So, how can we make sure we're getting enough of this vital vitamin? Well, the wonderful news is that our bodies can actually produce vitamin D when our skin is exposed to sunlight. That's why it's often called the sunshine vitamin. However, as we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D, and many of us spend more time indoors, perhaps enjoying a good book or pursuing hobbies, especially during certain times of the year when the weather isn't as inviting. Thankfully, we can also get vitamin D from certain foods. Some good sources include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna. Think of those healthy omega-3s coming along for the ride too. You can also find smaller amounts in egg yolks, and many foods like milk, yogurt, and some cereals are fortified with vitamin D, meaning it's been added to them. Now, I remember my dear friend, Eleanor. She was in her late 70s and started feeling like her legs were just getting weaker and weaker. Her daily walks, which were her joy and her way of staying active and connected with her neighborhood, were becoming shorter and more of an effort. She even started worrying about tripping. Her doctor suggested checking her vitamin D levels, and sure enough, they were quite low. It was almost like her body wasn't getting the signal to keep her muscles strong. Now, with Eleanor, it wasn't just about taking the supplement. She also started making small changes to her routine. She made a point of sitting by her sunny window for about 15 to 20 minutes each morning while she enjoyed her tea, even on cooler days when the sun peeked through the clouds. Her daughter, who lives nearby, would often join her for a short, slow walk in the late afternoon when the sun wasn't too strong, just a gentle stroll to enjoy the fresh air and some natural light. These small, consistent efforts, combined with the vitamin D her doctor prescribed, really seemed to make a difference. She told me one day, with a twinkle in her eye, "You know, dear, I feel like my legs have woken up. I can keep up with my granddaughter a little better now when we're playing in the garden." It was such a heartwarming thing to hear, seeing her confidence and her enjoyment of life return. Research has consistently shown the link between adequate vitamin D levels and better muscle strength and reduced risk of falls in older adults. One study I remember reading followed a group of seniors over a year, and those who maintained healthy vitamin D levels were significantly more likely to maintain their walking speed and balance compared to those who were deficient. It really underscores the importance of this sunshine vitamin not just for bones, but for the very muscles that allow us to move and stay independent. So, the takeaway here is that vitamin D is a real powerhouse for leg strength, working on both your bones and your muscles. It's crucial to be mindful of your intake, especially as we age. Moving on to our second leg strengthening champion, vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is another essential nutrient that plays a crucial role in keeping our bodies functioning properly, and it has a significant impact on our leg strength in a couple of key ways. Firstly, it's vital for the formation of red blood cells, which are like tiny delivery trucks constantly carrying oxygen throughout our bodies, including to our hard-working muscles. When our muscles get enough oxygen, they can work more efficiently and are less likely to feel fatigued and weak, especially during physical activity like walking. Secondly, vitamin B12 is absolutely essential for healthy nerve function. Our nerves act like the communication network in our body, sending signals from our brain to our muscles, telling them when and how to move. If we don't have enough vitamin B12, this communication network can become impaired, leading to weakness, numbness, that pins and needles feeling, and even difficulty with balance in our legs, making walking feel less stable. Now, one thing to be particularly aware of is that as we age, our ability to absorb vitamin B12 from food can sometimes decrease. This is often due to changes in the stomach lining. This is why vitamin B12 deficiency is more common in older adults than in younger individuals. The symptoms can sometimes creep up on you so gradually that you might not immediately realize what's going on. You might just feel a bit more tired than usual, a general lack of energy that makes even short walks feel like a big effort, or perhaps your legs feel a little heavy or tingly from time to time. Sometimes, people might even experience subtle balance issues, feeling a little unsteady on their feet without a clear reason. So, where can we find vitamin B12 in our diet? Well, the primary sources of vitamin B12 are animal products, such as meat, especially red meat and liver, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products like milk and cheese. This can sometimes be a concern for those who follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, as plant-based foods generally don't contain significant amounts of B12 naturally, which is why it's particularly important for them to ensure they're getting enough B12 through fortified foods like some plant-based milks and cereals, or through supplements. I recall a conversation with my neighbor in Texas, Chen, 73 years old. He was feeling quite fatigued, almost like his get-up-and-go had got up and gone. He also noticed his legs felt heavy, like he was walking through thick mud, even after short walks. He initially chalked it up to just getting older and slowing down. However, his daughter, who is a nurse, noticed he seemed unusually pale and suggested he get a checkup. After some blood tests, his doctor found he had a mild vitamin B12 deficiency. It turned out he had gradually reduced his intake of red meat over the years. Once he started on a prescribed vitamin B12 supplement, he told me it was like a fog had lifted. "I have my energy back," he said, and my legs feel like they belong to me again. I can actually enjoy my walks in the park without feeling completely drained afterwards. It really highlighted how crucial this vitamin is for both energy and those nerve signals that keep our legs strong and responsive. It's also worth noting that certain medications, particularly some medications for heartburn and acid reflux, can sometimes interfere with vitamin B12 absorption in the stomach, so it's always a good idea to discuss all the medications you're taking with your doctor. They can help identify any potential interactions and ensure you're getting the nutrients you need, either through dietary adjustments or supplementation if necessary. Make sure to discuss vitamin B12 with your doctor, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan or taking medications for heartburn or acid reflux. Now let's talk about muscle relaxant and energy booster. Magnesium is a mineral that's involved in hundreds of different processes in our body. Think of it as a master conductor overseeing a vast orchestra of bodily functions, and it plays a really significant role in muscle health, including the muscles in our legs. It helps our muscles to contract and relax properly, which is absolutely essential for smooth and coordinated movement, whether you're taking a brisk walk or just shifting your weight while standing. Think about those times when you might experience muscle cramps or spasms in your legs, especially at night, which can be so uncomfortable and disruptive to sleep. Often, a deficiency in magnesium can contribute to these involuntary muscle contractions. Magnesium helps to regulate nerve signals and muscle contractions. When we don't have enough, those nerve signals can become overexcited, leading to those painful cramps we know all too well. By ensuring you're getting enough magnesium, you can help to soothe those nerves and keep your leg muscles feeling more relaxed and less prone to tightness and cramping. Beyond muscle relaxation, magnesium also plays a vital role in energy production at a cellular level. It helps our bodies convert the food we eat into the energy that our muscles can use to power our movements. When our energy levels are good, our legs are less likely to feel weak and fatigued during activity, allowing us to walk further and with more stamina. The wonderful thing about magnesium is that it's found in a wide variety of delicious and healthy foods, often in plant-based options. Excellent sources include leafy green vegetables like spinach and kale, nuts like almonds and cashews, seeds like pumpkin and chia seeds, whole grains like brown rice and quinoa, and even dark chocolate. Yes, a little bit of dark chocolate can actually be good for you in moderation. 78 years old David, who used to get quite a lot of leg cramps, especially at night, which would often wake him up. He also felt his legs were often tired and heavy during the day, making his usual morning walk around the block feel like a real effort. He mentioned it to his doctor, who, after ruling out other causes, suggested he try incorporating more magnesium-rich foods into his diet. He started adding a handful of almonds to his afternoon snack, made sure to include spinach in his evening meals a few times a week, and even started enjoying a small square of dark chocolate after dinner as a little treat. Over a few weeks, David told me the difference was remarkable. The nighttime cramps became much less frequent and less intense, and he noticed his legs felt less tight and more relaxed overall, making his walks much more enjoyable. He even joked that he was finally sleeping through the night again, which gave him so much more energy for his daytime activities, including his beloved walks in the park. It really showed how even a simple dietary change focusing on one key mineral can have such a positive impact on leg health and overall well-being. It's also interesting to note that stress can sometimes deplete our magnesium levels, so if you've been feeling particularly stressed or anxious, ensuring you're getting enough magnesium through diet might be even more important to help your muscles relax and function properly. Additionally, certain medications, like some diuretics, water pills, can increase the amount of magnesium our bodies lose, so again, it's a good topic to discuss with your healthcare provider to ensure you're maintaining healthy levels. Please make sure to consult with your doctor before taking magnesium supplements. So, there you have it, vitamin D, the sunshine vitamin for strong muscles and bones, vitamin B12, the energy and nerve supporter for strong legs, and magnesium, the muscle relaxant and energy booster. These three vitamins, while they work in different ways, are all incredible allies in helping us maintain strong, healthy legs so we can continue to enjoy the simple pleasure of walking for miles. Now, I really encourage you to take a moment to reflect on your own daily routine and your diet. Are you consistently including foods that are rich in these essential vitamins? Perhaps you could make a small, conscious effort this week to add a few more of these power-packed foods to your meals and snacks. Remember, even small, consistent changes can add up to significant benefits for your long-term health and mobility. I truly hope these stories and this information have not only been helpful but also inspiring, giving you some practical insights into how these 3 vitamins can support your leg strength and your ability to enjoy an active and independent life for many years to come. Remember, taking care of your body is a wonderful act of self-care, and every positive step you take, no matter how small it may seem, is an investment in your future well-being. Every step towards better health is a step towards greater independence. Share your experiences in the comments below. What are your favorite leg strengthening tips? Embrace these wonderful years with strength, vitality, and confidence. By nourishing your body from the inside out with these essential vitamins and staying active, you're paving the way for many more joyful walks and a fulfilling life. Keep those legs moving, keep that spirit strong, and know that we're here cheering you on every step of the way. Until next time, take care and I'll see you in the next video.